Hello, welcome. Sorry it's a bit late. We are here, ready for the race for round 2 of the F3 Season 4 Championship, BeamGP. My words have all been muddled up. Here we go. Formation lap. And it's a nice, brisk 19 degrees here in Imola as we go around for the Italian Grand Prix. There are your drivers, and let's have a look at the current championship leader, Alfie, as the team run a few tests. Well, restarted. The race has been restarted, so we'll just empty the screen. And we'll wait for it to start again. Anyway, here is the championship leader, 3-time championship leader in a row. He won seasons 1, 2, and 3, and he's back for a 4th one. How hungry can you be, Alfie? I mean, obviously, so leave some for the rest of us. No, he is very talented, of course. Anyone is who is racing here, and there they are, as we wait for the race to start. The formation lap is underway again. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Now here we go for the formation lap of the Italian Grand Prix. Let's have a look at his teammate. Alfie's teammate is this one, Seb. They both drive for Pocomo Racing, and of course, naturally, a piece of bodywork has flown off of one of the ETKs. I think that damage is from Akuza's car, but I saw Goose complaining about a puncture from that. Yes, Goose has gained a puncture from that little bit of contact, that little bit of bodywork that flew off of, I think it's Akuza's car. And he is now far behind the rest of the drivers and falling further and further back. Alfie, though, shooting off ahead. I don't think that panel is actually keeping up with the drivers in front. No, that is definitely not 10 car lengths. More bodywork flying off of cars. That is from Seb that time. Looks like a wing mirror just flew off. That's definitely not 10 car lengths panel. He's gonna need to speed up. Round Variante Alta. Obviously, the slower they take, the slower, the colder Alfie's tyres are going to be, which is going to hinder his start, but he can get them warmed up in no time. As we go around the track, today's race is going to be a nice long one, actually. It's a few laps. If my phone decides to actually do anything, which it's deciding not to. Joyous times. It's an old thing, you can't blame it. So today's race is actually going to be a nice 22 laps around here. An extra formation lap has been called. Don't know why. Can't spectate on the panel because I'm already looking at him. We'll have a look at Gab, at Goose. This is why. He's in the gravel at turn 5 and 6. Well, we can expect this to be restarted again. That would be the quickest race. So unfortunate if he doesn't get going. Sounds like his engine's off though. Another formation lap gets called for the 2nd time. And now we are going round again to start this race. Now Goose has used the tow feature, so I'm not sure if he'll be allowed to start the race. An interesting conundrum we have here. Because he is he's used the teleport, the tow feature, which means your race has ended. He was on a formation lap. So it'll be interesting to see what the stewards decide to do about that. And we will find out in a few seconds, well, about a minute, when we get going for the Italian Grand Prix. Nice camera angle there. Tommy driving for APS using number 23. Just rounding out into Ravazza now. You can see braking into Ravazza. It's saying removed laps, but I don't know what laps it's removed. It still says lap 2. Lining up now for the race start. Just in the wrong place, of course I am. We'll have a look at the champion. And we'll use this cam. I'm professional a bit, but what can you do? Do wait for the red lights. Here we go. 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights as you look for them to come around the corner. Green flag, great start from Alfie, better start from Kimi. Round the outside he tries, gets a bit cut off. Let's have a look at Alfie as we go around into turn 2. 2 cars are off on the left hand side. Don't exactly know who. I think that's Seb and Kuz. Alfie, great start from him. Let's have a look at Seb, who is at the back of the pack now. Kimi is just hanging on. He's P3. He almost had P1. And that's someone off. That's someone in the gravel. Goose, let's have a look. Goose is going, so it's not Goose. Someone got stuck in the gravel. That's another spinner. The timing has broke. The timing's gone all weird. So Panel's stuck in the gravel. There's Panel, and he's making his way back onto track. Let's have a look at Mech, who is making his way back after he got spun at Tossa. Let's have a look at Tumi now. Tumi, P2 in the race behind Alfie, in front of Kimi. Massive lock up there from Alfie as we go round Ravazza to start another lap. You can see just how bright the Dutch GP is. That's a safety car on lap 2. Safety car is out, and I think it's for this driver right here. Well, it's clearly not. It must be for this driver right here, who is in the barrier with a broken front right. Unfortunate for the driver, Seb Pocomo. He's broken. He's out. First retirement. He's not going to be making it back. Gab in the pit lane with a broken floor. God, that was a harsh jump down. Let's have a look at Seb, who I'm not going to speculate has used the node grabber, but it's not looking like the strongest case against it. Here is Toomey though. As we wait for the safety car, which isn't spawned in, of course. Of course it's not. Around we go, lap 3, behind the safety car. Through we go. The pack has bunched up, other than 2 drivers, and we now just wait, really. That's not the button I want. And that's not the button I want either. Waiting for the safety car to be announced in. Currently, the order is Alfred, Toomey, Kimmy, Mr. M, Goose, the wild card, Akuz, Mech, Gab, Panel, and Seb, who is out. In my eyes. I don't know how he made it back to the pits, seeing as the condition his car was in. He couldn't move, and then he could. But I'm not going to speculate that. Apparently, he is still in. So, there we go. He's about a minute behind, so I assume the safety car will come in this lap. Massive lock-up from Alfie, trying to avoid the safety car. As we go through the Venturi Tomorello. Well, that's one way of getting the safety car in. Lap 4. Yeah, we're just waiting to go green at this point. Everyone has bunched up. You can see Seb in the background, just a few seconds behind. That can easily be caught up as we go through Aqua Minerale now. We're just waiting now for nothing. So, enjoy the audio of the cars going through. Oh, something's happened there with Toomey. He's crashed under the safety car. He'll have to make it back to the pit lane. After 4 laps behind the safety car, well, pretty much 5 laps behind the safety car, we are going green again. Alfie in P1, Kimi in P2 after Tumi disintegrates his car on the start-finish straight end. Mr. L in P3, Goose is somehow in P4. Around we go to start another lap, and now we can overtake. Trying around the outside goes Kimi down into turn 1. What's going to happen? Let's have a look. Nothing's going to happen. Massive lock up from Alfie. Kimi doesn't get the overtake done. Let's have a look at Goose. And that's another safety car. Something's happened to cause another safety car. Kimi is in the gravel. And that's a red flag. It's a joke. It's a joke. 22 seconds off track. He goes. And the session has been stopped on lap 6. How many laps of clean racing have we had? That's right, guys. You don't need me to tell you. Lap 6, P6, Seb, Pocomo Racing. The other Pocomo Racing driver is this man right here. Alfie, the world champion. Do I say that enough? Driving number 1. Because, well, that's where he finished the last 3 seasons. Looks like how he'll finish this season as well. If he keeps this this streak going. He won last race and he's won this race. Massive lock up, and he will enter the pit lane. So, after 6 laps of safety car action, we are now under red flag and in the pit lane. Let's just have a look at where Panel is. Wrecked. And let's have a look at Mech as well. He's lost his rear, hasn't he? Here's Mech. Upside down. Impressive. Impressive. These 2 drivers are definitely out of the race. Somehow, though, the wild card is still in the race. Kimi might just make it back. That is one heck of a scene right there. And, yeah, these drivers are not going to be very happy with each other. Pano and Mech. A bit of an incident's happened between them. They wanted to get their cars removed quickly. Kimi's made it back to the pits though. Let's have a look at Gab. So we just wait to start again. Don't know what to say because, well, nothing has happened this race. Pano and Mech out, and they're just wasting time by not resetting their vehicles. Simple as that. Here's Pano again, having a look. His car wrecked, undrivable car. And in the background there, mech. More damage. Upside down. These two drivers are out of the race. And they're just prolonging the current race because they aren't resetting now. So we missed their crash. We won't get a replay of their crash because the replay person is away. Not really anything I can do about this. Let's have a look at Aku's going for a TK. The two drivers have now been removed and should be going very soon. I say should. I don't actually know how long it's going to be. I don't know how long they're wanting to take. But you can... I don't know. The restart order has been announced. Here it is. Number 1 starts number 1. Then it's number 11. Then it's number 63. Then it's number 33. Then it's 56. Then it's 42. Then it's 72. Like the explicit that was in chat. A little bit. We should be getting underway very soon. Restart order is Alfie. That's the only driver I know. Oh, Goose. I know that one. That's wild card. 33. So Coos. 56. 42. Number 9. 23. And 11. Okay, the promotion lap is underway now. And they're still out on the track. What is this? I can just do that, and they're still on track. Why have they not been removed? I shouldn't be using the broadcasts as a means to talk to the race control. I shouldn't have to. They should be removed already. Christ almighty. Why has iCraft got 3 accounts on here? Let's have a look at Seb.
What for?
As we go onto the grid for hopefully the last time this race. So into the grid one more time for this race, hopefully the final time for the Italian Grand Prix. Three red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and it's green. We go. Great start from Gab, great start from Alfie, great start from all the drivers by the looks of it. Here's a Kuz going through a PS drive, no, E2K driver. What's he gonna do? Trying to go on the inside of Kimi. They've made contact. Kimi's off, and they've spun it, and they've flipped. Both of them have flipped. They're both on their wheels again, but you don't want to see that. They made contact through turn 2. That's broken Akuz's wheel. They both flip. They almost flipped on the apex. Here's Kimi. Kimi's going again, but he's got some damage. He will definitely have some damage on his screen as well. I'm not sure if that is just desync. The wheels look straight to me, but I'm not sure. Safety car is not called out, but Akuz is stranded. Akuz is stuck right here still on the exit of turn 3. Here's Alfie, though, leading the race from Goose behind. The wildcard is doing very well this race. And Tumi is in P3. Then it's Gab, followed by Mr. M. Let's have a look at that quick little battle as they seem quite close into Tamburelli out. Into Rivazza Alta. Variazza Alta. And safety car long. This is the reason why Akuz, he's managed to get onto the grass and off the track, but he's still kind of close to the racing line. And, well, lap 9, another safety car. Here's the leader. Tumi somehow is the leader. I missed that. Somehow. So it goes out again. Seems like Kimi is out as well. Oh yeah, he's lost a wheel. He's definitely hit the wall. Very angry at Akuz. Those two drivers very angry with each other. Seb has had a pit stop. And And that's not exactly where you want to go off. That is well, not to park your car. I mean, that's right on the racing line. A wide racing line, but racing line nonetheless. That is a lot of damage. And that's why we have the safety car back out. Let's have a look at Mech, who is in the pit lane. He is out. Let's have a look at Mr. M, who is P5. Out of 6 remaining drivers, lap 10. And at some point we'll have some racing action. Believe me. They make it through there all right. And he has now been DNF'd. Riding on board with Mr. M. Because we're just starting another lap. Lap 11 now, halfway through the race, next lap. Hopefully we will get going this lap. Let's have a look at Alfie. P2. I don't know how Tumi's got to P1 though. He wasn't P1 when the safety car came out. Alfred would have made such a ruckus though. I feel like I've been towed to the pits. Wow. Safety car is in this lap. So Tommy's slowing down the pack. He will ride on board with Goose going into the coming out of the final corner, just to see who gets the better jump. Will it be Goose? Will it be Alfie? We won't know. Of course, there's no overtaking until the start-finish line. It's green flag racing conditions. Well, not racing conditions, but conditions now. Where are we gonna go? And we go now. The better start was made by Alfie. And now they can overtake each other. Through we go. Gab trying to get an overtake done on Goose, and Alfie's going to make an overtake. Oh, well, going to try and make it. No, there's been contact. Tumi's around. Tumi is around at turn 2. He's in the gravel. He's going to make it out of the gravel, though, and we won't have to have another safety car. Thank you, Tumi. And, well, Alfie made contact with Tumi, and Tumi's gone around as a result of that. Not exactly the cleanest look from Alfie. Gab still trying to get past Goose. Goose has made a strong defense so far. Let's ride on board with Gab as he tries and goes past. Through that one into Aqua Minerale, side by side still, Gab and Goose. Round we go. Massive lockup from Gab through Aqua Minerale into Varieta Alta. Lockup from Gab again. I think that tire's punctured on my screen. Not on his screen. It's not hindering him enough to be punctured on his screen. Not using the slipstream though. He's beside the slipstream, which is interesting, considering we are going down a straight. But okay, I won't question his techniques. Behind him he goes, though, using the slipstream. Down we go into lap 13. Is he going to make a move into turn 2? We will see. Round turn 1, into turn 2. Riding on board again we go. No move made just yet. Bit sideways, both cars, Goose and Gab, into turns 5 now. Alfie out in front. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Something's happened. Is it Tumi? I don't think it's Tumi. It might be Tumi. We'll have a look at Tumi. Tumi is driving and, well, he's just pulled over. I think he might have just given up. Lap 13 out of 22, and we have got another safety car. Let's have a look at Seb. Here is Seb at the back of the pack. And we've got another safety car. Tumi getting damage from Alfie, presumably, being spun at turn 2, and then bringing out the safety car. I think he's going to have to pull over and retire. Alfie in the pit lane. Anyone else going to enter the pit lane? Yes. Gab and Pocomo enter the pit lane. Gab is now leading. Seb behind him. APS also entering the pit lane. Interesting. Well, while we wait for this safety car to come into the pit lane, I will let you guys listen to the amazing sounds of these cars. The safety car is still out as we round the final corner one more time. Lap 14, about to be lap 15. This is the leader, that is Gab. Behind him, that is Seb. Behind Seb is his teammate Alfie. Gab comes into the pit lane, gets some fresh tyres. Apologies about that massive hiccup. Here is Alfie, centre of attention. Behind him is Goose. Goose is the wild card. I think he won Formula Regional. It's either Formula Regional or Formula 4 last Sunday. And if he wins that again this Sunday, he will be able to enter Formula 3 next weekend. The wildcards are 2 drivers that win Formula Regional and Formula 4 the previous weekend. They get entered into the next Formula 3 race. It's an interesting thing. I'm not going to say it shouldn't be in here. Brings newer talent into Formula 3, gives them a taste of what Formula 3 is like, and lets the big teams see if they're fast enough, you know. It's a great idea to have, and currently Goose has been doing quite well, I would say. I'd say better than quite well, actually. Currently P3. He started P7, I think. Behind Goose is Mr. M, and behind Mr. M is Gab. We've had, let's count this all together, guys, 5 DNFs this race. And, yes. The safety car is actually in this lap, so these 6 drivers, these 5 drivers that you see here, will be racing against each other in just a few seconds. So if you hang tight, don't go anywhere, you will see these drivers battle it out against each other. Currently we're looking at Alfie, and that's the green flag. They can go at any point from now. How good is Goose going to be? Let's ride on board. How good is the wild card going to be? When is he going to go? He's gone now. And how is he going to be matched by Alfie? Gap gaining from Goose. Through we go. Alfie. A second behind Seb. That's an alright gap. Down the inside though goes Alfie. Late braking. No lockup. Lockup from Seb though. Lockup from everyone but Alfie actually. And Alfie, very clean pass. Let's have a look at Goose as he tries to go around the back of... that's not Goose. There we go. There's Goose as he goes down the inside and gets past Seb. Let's have a look at Gab out back. As he tries to get past Mr. M, riding on board with Gab. We see him trying to get round down the inside on the exit. Mr. M covers him off. Who's going to go on the inside? No one's going to go on the inside. No defense is going to be made. Gab's going to go late inside on the exit at the apex. Mr. M just manages to keep in front though. Down into Varialta. No, that's not Varialta. This is Varialta. Who is going to be in front? Mr. M's gone wide. Mr. M has gone straight on. He's gone over the gravel. He has slowed down and gone to the back of the pack. Just as he should. You don't want to keep a position that you've gained off track or kept off track. Because that will get you penalty points and other penalties. Anyway, through we go, and that's P2 covered by Goose. Goose still holding on strong. P2 currently from P7. That's a long way for a rookie. Well, I say rookie, I think he's done a few races in this category before. Still. Alfie, out in front, 3 seconds in front. This race has had another great moment. Let's just have a look at how Gab is doing, trying to get past Seb now. Massive lock up from Gab. Lasting a long way around that corner to actually, as he gets closer and closer. Slipstream down into Portimella? I don't speak Italian. Through we go though, into this next section. That camera is all sorts of buggy. And how is he going to do into Realta? I can't speak Italian. Apologies, Italians. I am really trying my best with that pronunciation. Goose looks like he's had a little accident, and that's brought him right into the prey of Seb. Seb's going to be looking at how he can get past, because he's also got to worry about that person beside him now in front of him. Gab just seeing an overtake and getting the overtake done. Oh, almost no time to think about that one. Seb going off track, and Gab said thank you very much. He got beside him and in front of him. Brilliant overtake there through Rivazza. Down on the inside now into turn 2. Lock up from Gab. And Seb's gone off. Seb's in the gravel. What's happened with Seb? Back on track though. Mr. M getting past. I think Mr. M also got caught up there. Let's have a look at where Gab is though. Gab's behind. Goose still chasing him for P2. Just a second behind him. And he's trying to get closer. Has there been another accident with Mr. M? Mr. M gone off, but he's back on track. No damage looks to be by them, so no safety car will be in order. But these two drivers not having the best lap this lap around. Seb's off again, but he's back and he's still driving. It looks like he's got some damage from the incident at turn 2. His car looks very twitchy. Yeah. That's not how a normal car drives. Let's just let these drivers get back to the pits. They will obviously be out of podium contention, which is a massive shame. Lap 19 though, and this man is leading the race. Alfie is currently 8 seconds exactly in front of Goose. I say that. It's about 8 seconds in front of Goose. 9 seconds now. Has Goose had an accident? No, Goose is still there. It's just that time is apparently very up and down. Still, could be worse. Gab is in P3. He's had a moment, judging by the fact that he's 20 seconds behind Goose. Still. Two drivers are in the pits. Mr. M and the other person, no, I've already forgotten, Seb. My sound card keeps crackling. Mr. M has left the pit lane now, and he will continue around. Here comes Alfie through Rivazza too, and he is going to be very close to the back of Seb, who has just left the pit lane as well. You won't be able to see them just yet, but you see their name tags, and that will urge him on just a bit more. Although that is his own teammate who is closest, so he might not want to overtake to lap him just as much, because it won't really affect him at the end of the day. He's still kind of go as fast as he can. Terrible camera angle, that one. Through we go though. Let's have a look at how Goose is doing. Goose doing very well, jumping over the curbs though. Not exactly the healthiest choice of line. Through into turn 5. He's keeping it clean, and that's what you want. Let's have a look at Gab. Gab's P3. ETK Rennsport driver. He enters P5. Massive lockup from Gab into 5 and 6. And now he goes through Tosser. Well, the field spread has the field has spread out a lot already. 2 laps left though. Well, at the end of this lap, there'll be 2 laps left, but it's pretty much 2 laps left now, because Alfie is going through Ravazza. We'll ride on board as we go through here, and 2 laps left. Down into Ravazza Tamburello. Did I get that right? I'd be impressed if I got that right. I did. Sweet. And into the Variazza Villeneuve. Exiting cleanly and staying out of the gravel trap, Alfie then goes through Tosser. Little bit of an oversteer moment on the exit, and he can now see his teammate through turn 8, no name, through turn 9, Piratella, turn 10 doesn't have a name again, turn 11 doesn't have a name, but 12 and 13 Acqua Minerale, very nice through there, into Variante Alta. Look at how close he is to his teammate. He's almost lapping his teammate as he goes through Variante Alta. And behind that mess of name tags, you can also see his teammate, the Pocomo Duo, 1 lap apart as we enter Ravazza 1 and Ravazza 2 back in 2019, I believe it was. No, 2020. That's where Lando Norris got his qualifying lap cut because he went too wide. Of course, 2020, the year where the world shut down famously. And this is the final lap now. Alfie's car jumping everywhere, not liking it in the slightest. Is he going to overtake his teammate, lap his teammate? We will see. Pit has been closed. And Alfie through Tosser, his teammates, all but a massive speck in his visor. You can hear that lock up as he goes through. Let me have a look again. Piratella. I don't think he's trying to overtake his to lap his buddy. But as I say that, he gets closer and he's lapped him now. The blue flag's coming into action. Massive lockup right the way through Variante Alta for Alfie. This man, he's been on a winning spree. Every race that he has done, apart from I think 2, he has won. And it's time to add another race to that tally. Alfie has once again shone miles above the rest of the field, and he rounds the corner to win the Italian Grand Prix. Well done, Alfie. He is the winner, of course. The wild card, though, coming through Variante Alta. Nope, Ravazza, my bad. Wild card is in P2. Great showing from Goose here. Just 1 week back, he didn't have the best race in Spa. Here, though, P2, 19 seconds behind the winner. Great showing from Goose there. What talent he has to beat everyone else. The people who have actual licenses. To win Formula Regional, Formula 4, and then step into the F3 car. and just get a P2 like that. Not everyone can do that, I'll tell you now, for free. Let's have a look at Gab, though, as he rounds Revatsa, and he will come around to take P3. ETK Rennsport rounds the final corner, and he gets P3, about 47 seconds behind Alfie. Not bad, but Gab has had closer races. Mr. M rounds the corner, and Seb is 1 lap down. Well, that is the race. Everyone, please pay respects for the national anthems, because on YouTube you shouldn't be able to hear them, but still, pay respect anyway. The national anthem for the winning driver, Great Britain. Well done to Alfie, well done to Pocomo, and Goose giving him a little love tap right there at the end. I wonder if anyone has any, if anyone wants an interview. I will need to join the broadcasting channel for that. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, I hope you guys didn't. We'll see if anyone wants to have a little interview. And if no one replies, then, well, thank you guys for watching. But we'll give it a little bit of time. Kimmy wants an interview. Next we'll go to driver C. Yeah. We'll see if anyone joins us here. I'm live, yeah. I'm live, yeah. So, if you can shut up and not play your soundboards while we're having the little interviews, that would be much appreciated. Otherwise, I will go away. So, one chance, one life. So, Kimmy, you replied first. You didn't have the best send-off from the race. Would you like to give a little talk about how you're feeling?
Betrayed. The goal is of course to get to Pocomo. That's what everyone wants, I think, and just like to dive it in there. I tried leaving him the space. He just completely went into me. We flipped over. I had nothing left. My body was gone. Floor was gone. It was going to be a really good race, but I'm not happy with this at all.
Yes, it was looking like an alright race until then. So, how are your thoughts before the incident?
I thought I really had a chance to win, because I felt like I could keep up with Alfie and Toomey, since they were the fastest, and I was going to overtake Alfie, but then safety cars and everything ruined it a bit. But yeah, I really thought I could get podium or the win.
Yes, well, unfortunate end to your race there. Goose, you were the wild card this race, and you've got P2. That must be a surprise.
It was quite an eventful race. First off, getting a puncture on the first formation lap. Starting from pits wasn't the best thing, but over the first lap, I did manage to secure 5th position before safety car came in.
Of course, do you think you'll get into Formula 3 later in the season as a actual driver?
Hopefully I will, but so far we're unable to see the near future, so...
Well, great race. Well done. Alfie, you won the race, but the start of the race wasn't the fastest. What are your thoughts on all the safety cars?
I mean, it happens around here, doesn't it? You know, we get the disconnects and the issues, but I think we got to be grateful for the racing that we do manage to get on this kind of system. I don't mind too much. I still got my fair share of driving, so I think that we had a bit worse desync than usual this weekend, but other than that, pretty happy with it.
Another dominant race for your logbook. You happy with that?
Yeah, I want to check whether I beat my record of gap to P2 or not. I'm not sure which race I last said that, but I'd like to check that. But yeah,
today's was quite long.
yeah, I feel bad for Toomey and Kimmy though. I was looking forward to having a bit of a scrap with them, but I think Toomey flew off with desync, and then loads of things happened to Kimmy. I don't really know what happened. I'm going to watch the VOD back and see how everything unfolded.
Yeah, talking of Toomey, you had a bit of an accident at turn 2 with Alfie on one of the restarts. Obviously, that gave you a bit of damage. How did that make you feel?
I train a lot, and it's all going for nothing due to not something I can really control.
Obviously, desync, but there's always next weekend. You looking forward?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do there.
All right, I'll eat you a crying. Seb, you were having a really good race, and then that last green flag racing, you didn't really seem to have the car beneath you. What happened?
I mean, you could say I actually didn't have the car beneath me, in a way. No, the brakes didn't really work into turn 1, but that's a me problem. And then I rejoined and my suspension just broke on the entry. And then, I had to pit, and I had no suspension for an entire lap, so I was very slow. And then overall, I just kind of had no pace this weekend, so... yeah, a lot to work on for next race.
That's unfortunate, but you seem to be doing all right up until then, so still good stuff to take away from this weekend?
I've learned a lot about the car, but I'm going to try to keep learning. I think that's where we're losing a lot. And in F2, I feel like I had a good understanding, but in F4, I need to learn a bit more and get better.
All right. Test. Hello. Right, so stream can hear. Right, there we go. And Gab, have I asked you a question yet?
No.
I don't think he's going to.
Okay.
There we go. Back again. Right, so,
Okay.
good race, bad race? How was it for you?
It was very chaotic. all the desync, people were locking up on my screen, and like the smoke from the tires were so thick I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, we had a
And
bit of a... No, yeah.
And I lost my floor 2 times actually, because on the last laps of the race, my brakes were overheating heavily, and I couldn't brake like at the points where I would usually brake. So on the tight chicane, I went over the curb again and lost my floor the second time.
Well, next weekend is Brands Hatch, I believe. You good at that track?
No, I have to learn that. I usually don't race much, so I'm just learning new trucks every week in this
Well, you're doing
BeamGP
well.
series.
Thank you everyone for taking the time to do an interview, and we'll see you guys next weekend in British GP streams. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been lovely to have you all about. And, well, I will leave you on the side of the winner, Alfie. That has been a lovely weekend, don't you think? Starting earlier with GTWC in Spa, and ending right now with, apologies, with the amazing Alfie winning here at the legendary circuit of Imola. Next weekend's Brands Hatch, as you may have heard. You can watch that if one of the other members of broadcast team streams it. I will be on leave, unfortunately. If it does get streamed, it will be streamed on the Twitch and on the YouTube. Until then, see you next time.